Hi there, I'm Robert, and this is Stella's Magical Musical Balloon Ride, Part 3. Now, you may remember in Part 2, Stella in her magical balloon had gone up and over an entire range of mountains, and down below, she was looking as hard as she could to see if she could see any remnants from the dancing the night before that the witches were doing. Let's see what happens in the next part of her adventure. Apparently, there wasn't quite enough room in the gondola for Stella to do the wild witch dance. The pilot tapped her on the shoulder and said, "Look, Stella, see that blue color out in front of us?" "Yeah," said Stella. "What is that?" "It's the ocean," the pilot replied. "If you squint just right, you can even see people down on the beach." When she looked out, she saw an inviting beach, some tiny specks she assumed were people, and water as far as her eye could see. "Whoa! Will we fly over the ocean?" she asked, with a hopeful glint in her eye. "Oh, no," he said. "It's too dangerous for us to do that. We can fly close, but the winds could pick up very quickly. We can't take a chance of being caught in the middle of a storm out there." This seemed strange to Stella, as the sea appeared to be quite calm. Staring out over the horizon, she was amazed by the way the light bounced off the water. It wasn't just one solid color like you would expect, but rather green, purple, blue, and all shades in between. She wondered what it would be like if each color had its own distinct sound. Listen to the kaleidoscope of music that popped into her head. Compare the changing sounds with the changing colors of the water. The music becomes excited as the winds really begin to blow. Eventually, they die down, and the sea is quiet once more. Wasn't that incredible music? That music that Stella heard in her head as she went over the ocean? So now it's time for you to learn how to conduct it. Now, this piece of music is a little bit different from the ones that you learned in parts 1 and part 2. You may remember that those pieces were in 2. Down, up, down, up. That means 2 beats per measure. 1, 2, 1, 2. This piece of music is in 3. So we have to learn a new pattern, and it works like this: down, out, up, just like a triangle. Let me turn around and do it with you so you can see how it works. Down, right, up. Down, right, up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, some of you may have noticed that as I'm conducting sometimes, it sometimes gets smaller and sometimes it gets bigger. What causes that is the music that I'm hearing. So if you see a conductor get smaller, it probably means that the music is getting softer. And if a conductor gets bigger, it probably means that the conductor is getting louder, that the music is getting louder. So let me show you what I mean. Let's try it and conduct this piece of music that Stella heard in her head. Let's conduct it together. Wasn't that music awesome? That's the music she heard in her head. And you know what? You can use that technique that I taught you, small when it gets soft, big when it gets loud, in any piece of music that you choose to conduct. Now we head on to our next adventure to see where Stella's magical musical balloon ride takes her next. See you soon.